This is a video of Rachel Zegler. You might know who Rachel Zegler is. You might not know who Rachel Zegler is. Or like me, you might have seen her for the first time because she's starring in Disney's remake of Snow White. Yes, that girl. You've seen her. Who in their right mind would pay to watch that kind of garbage? I'm not sure. In fact, every time Rachel Zegler opens her mouth to talk about Snow White, I become more and more convinced that she was miscast as Snow White and is actually the living embodiment of the Wicked Queen. But she's gone viral once again because of this video. Let's take a look.
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Super weird.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie.
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
I don't know who cast her. I don't know who would pay money to watch this, which is kind of a rhetorical comment because a lot of people will watch this movie, which is why we're talking about it today. It's an interesting PR tactic that she's using because it appears that she is trying to make us feel stupid for enjoying the original Snow White, enjoying the fairy tale, or enjoying the movie that came out in 1937, which is an odd tactic to try to change people's minds on a political issue, which seems to be what she's trying to do. If she's trying to tell us that the original Snow White was misogynistic, sexist, oppressive of women, whatever feminist nonsense she's trying to spew, then she is trying to change our minds to hold a different opinion. And it's a very weird tactic to try to make someone feel stupid. It's called gaslighting. To people will sit there and be like, well, am I crazy? Am I crazy to think that this nonsense, this new Snow White, where Snow White isn't white and the 7 dwarves aren't dwarves, that there's only one dwarf? Am I crazy to think that this is really weird, that this is really woke?